The Electrolux 4x4s are done. Do they work any better though? Well, I think they do. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? We shall concentrate on Mr. James's one first before we move on to the one that I'm keeping. And it is all done. It's all looking fantastic. It is shined up really well. It's in incredibly good condition now. Bit dusty from storage. And yeah, his is the one that's got the best bits of them all. It's got the better motor, the better cap, the better body parts. Everything is now geared towards this one. Now, I've got to show you the hose because obviously it's the only one that runs them. And obviously the tools as well are done, but they're mine, so we'll use them for now. But I'll show you them in more detail when we get round to mine. However, obviously, the biggest thing to note is that with new AAA batteries, I don't even need to point this at the sensor, which actually sits there. If I cover it, it doesn't work at all. So that is the sensor. That is actually a little bit see-through, the bit in there. And yes, it now works very well. The tools are here, and they're very good as well. In fact, the only thing really missing is under here, because as you can see, I've had to keep this out to be able to shut the lid prior to filming this, because obviously I wanted to put all the bags and stuff in. So we have lots of random filters here. These are the ones that weren't in them when I got them, and they've come out all right, I'll be honest. But I have lots of other filters. I've got a pack here, a pack there, there's probably more. We've got a bag here, a pack there, I think that's it. No, there's a pack here as well, because I had lots in the shed. So let us bin the old filters for once and put new in. Oh, okay then, let's bring you a little bit closer, although the light is a bit terrible at this precise second. I don't know if I can adjust my lights at all to make it a bit better. What have we got? Well, first we need to put the bag housing in, which is a little bit of a faff because you have to bend it around things, but it should be doable. Oh, hang on, come on, it's got to bend the bottom bit. It's not fully meant to come out, I don't think. I just did because to wash around it. Oh, come on. Yes, on. Hang on. There we go. We got there in the end. So yeah, I find myself with 4 packs of filters, which is interesting. They are all identical. Some are more worn than others, but I've got 4 identical packs of filters. Now obviously James gave me a couple and I had a couple, so some are opened. So we'll start with the opened ones first. Do we have enough? Well, we got lots of, in fact, they've been used anyway. Look, they've got little black marks on them. I think I will probably have those in mind, but because obviously this is Mr. James and I want to do a very good job, we shall open a brand new pack. So what have we got? Well, despite coming out, we had that style with the air freshener holder and the coarser style that sits behind. We just have the coarser style, one of the coarser style each, and one of the post filters each, which makes more sense. I've never quite known why Electrolux and whatnot had two filters. The Dolphin had it as well, but that is the pre-motor filter that sits there. Oh, this lighting does look terrible on my screen. And the post-motor filter sits under here, like roughly so. There we go, it literally just sits on there, ish, I think, and then this goes down on top like that. All nice and white again. So because we have a spare one of each, I'll put them back in the pack. And we can put them in the little holder, which seems to exist just to put the filters in. So there we go. Now we need a bag. I've got two left here. They are just Dolphin bags though, so that's fairly simple. You probably could stick a HEPA flow on here if you wanted. In fact, I bet if you took this bit back out, you could fit it quite well. But we're not going to. We will stick an actual bag in. There we go, push that until it clicks. And I think that's it. We'll put the hose on, although it has nothing to do with electricity. And the automatic mode. Like so. The off/standby LED seems to be the boost light, which caused me a little bit of worry actually when I put it together. I thought, crumbs, hang on, that shouldn't be like that. So I had to re-watch the before video just to check that no, that is how it should be, and go from there really. Now the PCB, I was just putting these back in the packet. The PCB that was in this machine was slightly broken, but that didn't actually matter too much. There was just one segment of it cracked off that didn't really do anything. The motors are very different. This one now has an original motor in it. The other one I think either has a later motor or a pattern motor, because this one has 3 wires, although with only 1 coil wire connected, which apparently is correct, and the other one has just 2 wires. Apart from that, they are identical. This one had the 4460 model designation on it, so James has that. They're both identical really, and now do work very well indeed. This is lifting the carpet very nicely. And it's all really rather lovely. This is the floor tool that goes to mine. It came up incredibly well, as did the wands, although this is the nicer of the 2 ones that I had anyway. Yeah, it's all very, very good. Right, let's have a look at my one. As for my Electrolux 4x4, this is it. And on the surface, to be honest, it's quite fingerprinty. I would apologise for that. I haven't buffed it off before this video. It's been moved around a bit. It is quite lovely. I forgot to rub a bit of paint off my bumper. I'll sort that out. But this is actually the worst one of the two, because when I had them both side by side, I stripped them together, washed them together, and laid everything out. There's a big after video refurb thread coming of it all with 2 machines worth of parts. And this is the worst of all the parts, which itself isn't that bad because it's still very clean. I have the trim piece without the model designation on it. This part here has been glued on in the past, the parking bracket. You can't tell though unless you're really close up, so that's okay. I have the more worn wheels, and one thing that James did which he wasn't fond of was it lists off to the side when you move it, because obviously all 4 wheels move, it lists off. So I have that chassis that does that, so James's is straight. Mine's got a bit more of a scuffing on the bottom. I have the different motor with just the 2 cables which have been crimped as well, so something slightly happened, and I'm missing the cooling pipe for the thermal cutout, which won't be a problem because this is never going to see abuse. But I am missing that. Inside, well, I don't have a dusting brush, but being basically Electrolux Dolphin tools, that's not going to be the worst thing in the world to find. I've got the more worn crevice tool, which I don't really care about. I'm just very happy to have one. Very grateful indeed that he let me keep it. So, you know me, I'm fairly easy. I also don't have tools, bags or filters, so we need to fit those. My cord reel's a little bit slower when it's at full extension. Again, don't really care about that. Yeah, right. Let me pause, get the bag holder on because it's such a fiddly little job, and then we shall filter mine up and maybe compare them side by side. All done, so I can take myself a 3 motor filter and pop that in there. So these should have 2. I mean, I still have the bag actually. I could with mine, well, I can do it with James's, but where is it? In here somewhere is the one that takes an air freshener. This sits in front of this one, almost like a double wall, but it also smells just of air fresheners. That was the big problem with these machines. They were so stuffed full of air fresheners through their life that they stunk. And even though I've washed the filters in the washing machine, they still stink. So I'm not going to fit that, because that was the whole reason I got these to do, because James couldn't stand the smell of the stale air freshener. So we'll put the bag in. And then we lift up the tools. Obviously there's 2 holes. It's quite clever really. It is embossed with what to do. So you've got the tools one and the bag one. And if you lift the tools up, the difference is there's a tab on that side which lifts the tool tray up as well. But if you just want the tools, you just lift up there. So you can have the tools out with the machine on, which is something that you can sort of do it with a Dolphin, but only because the bag door's so big that it overpowers the suction. So it basically kills the suction. You get your tool out, you drop it back down, and the suction carries on. With some vacs you can't do that because the suction is just so strong, or the bag door itself is so small that you can't get it off. Right, let's put the filter in. So there we go. I'm all filtered up now. Let me just check this works. There we go, we have a boost light. With these as well, you can run them without the electronic hose. Because if I turn it off and then back on, it just goes on to max. So boost, off again, back on. Straight on to max, which is okay, I suppose. Obviously we have the hose. We have my hose. So again, min. let's turn it on, that'll help. Min. Auto. Max. And boost. And off we go. My motor does smell ever so slightly carbony, which it's okay. There's oodles of life left in it. It's very clean, but there is a slight waft in the air. But mine won't see too much use, so I'm not too fussed. Again, James got the nice one because obviously it was his job, so he's allowed it. So if we go on min, max, plus these are the easiest thing in the world to find the motor for because they're dolphin motors, so I can very quickly replace it if it does go pop, so I'm not that worried about that. And yeah, this one is my one all done, side by side. Oh, if I can get them both in shot. You won't pick it up on camera, but they are ever so slightly different shades of blue. This one is a lighter blue, this one is a darker blue, which is a bit of a shade. There is a small scuff here on James's. My tool door is the better one, however I did swap them round to start with. That's when I noticed the different shade. My fingerprints off. That's when I noticed the differing shades of plastic, and I just couldn't do it. So unfortunately James isn't quite as minty as I would like, but then it also doesn't look stupid. I don't know if I can, my camera probably won't pick it up, but if I come to here, oh God, you're at the light there, hang on. Ah, you can see that that's a much lighter shade than that. That's very apparent actually. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, it's only that bit there, but the whole thing's still very clean. Look, you've got the Electrolux logo. Moving down here, in there, that's the sensor for the remote control. You probably can't, I probably won't be able to show you much on camera, but you can see. So they haven't come up minty mint, because they are used, although if I buff out all the fingerprints, they're not bad. See, mine's also got, in fact you can see it a little bit better on mine, look, there you go. There's the infrared sensor. In fact, my one's got less, all of those fine scratches, but mine does have that big scuff running through it. So yeah, I've tried my best to be as, honest as possible and say I have tried to do all I can to give him the better one. In doing so, I get the one without the cut up ratings plate, but obviously that's only because this whole chassis rolls better. But again, it's only there, it's weird. It's just got the BEAB approved bit cut out. It's incredibly strange. I don't think it matters too much. So there we go. So because mine is mine, and James is James's, should we run mine around? Maybe clean the bedroom. Let's have a look. Now I'm doing this in auto, and this demonstrates why I'm not a fan of auto. Because off, the motor goes to full power. Once we're on the floor, it sounds like it's stuttering and burning out. I'm just not a massive fan of it, so I'll stick to that. The suction is very good. Ever so good. The hose is hitting my fingers a little bit, which is hurtful. But if I use it without holding the hose, back at the floor tool likes to lift up as well, but probably get used to that. And the other slightly annoying thing is that this handle is or the structural rigidity of a Dyson DC50. It is a bit noticeable. Let's come this way, look. Let's try and boost. Oh, it doesn't turn on straight to boost. And the boost will only last for a few seconds. I think it's probably 15. Yep. And then drops back down to what it was before. Marvellous. That's cleaned up the bedroom. And I won't get told off for making a mess, so we can turn off. I'll unplug the cable. Again, the cable, you can't stop it from pulling out. It's literally just free flowing, and as a result, it's very, very soft. Basically, and again, you'll see the pictures when I eventually get the refurb thread up. This is a bog standard cord wheel, but with all the rubber wheel, the brake mechanism cut off. So it just free spins really, so I can do mine here. Look, I can park the floor tool just about. It's a little bit annoying because the parking bracket for the floor tool, I don't think this is the original floor tool, gets in the way of the actual parking bracket. I don't quite want to cut it off in case I ever get the machine that fits that head. So there, ooh, we jolly well go. Two very rare machines, both looking fantastic. I'm so pleased that I get to keep one. Thank you so much, James. It goes to show that there is more to life than money, because I could have easily said now I want 50 quid and that he could take both home, and I'll probably never see one again. I don't think I've ever seen one on eBay, Gumtree, at the car boot, ever. I don't think they sold very well because they would have cost so much more than the equivalent Dolphin of the era. And I'll be honest, apart from being much cooler, there's no difference. They are a Dolphin and drag, Dolphin motor, Dolphin tools, just obviously the remote control handle, and they are very heavy and very lumbery, so I can see why they didn't sell well. And possibly makes them quite well. I think I know a couple of other people who got one. James Brown, Mr. Vacuum Cleaner, I think he has one. I don't know who else. I imagine a few people have somewhere. Someone must have. But either way, we get to see these here and now. So thank you very much for coming on this journey with me. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.